So what we're going to do is I will give you a little more of video, and we're going to have a wonderful program. The culture will come here, we'll see the troops and what have you, and I'll be looking out because we are inching in bit by bit. And I want to say to the mobilizers, watch out. We're watching every step of the cultural performance. Like last week, we had Grand Basel here.
Grand Crew and Grand Kid Mom.
Good. And so the tradition was being portrayed here. So the folks came from Grand Basel County and presented the calabash to the Honorable Senator Gwazonga Finley. But he was very careful. He said he wanted to see where in the calabash. Because there are some items that should be in the calabash. Once when it's not there, that'll be a manners. And so some folks were sitting there because not all the people really know the culture of our country. So this is where we tend to learn it. And so I'm saying to the mobilizer, be watch out because points will be taken along the way to carry the $40,000 starts from here. And so the guy presented the calabash, he looked in there and he saw 4 cola nuts. And he said, good. First observation. If we're going to see just 3 cola nuts, there's an error. Because when you follow the tradition, 3 cola nuts will be presented to a female. And the 4 cola nuts will be to a male. So that was on point. And then the egg and some other things. So that went through. So I just saying to the mobilizer, watch out. Let us not miss something there because it's on television. We're losing points. Again, please put your hands together and let's have a wonderful time. We'll go back to the video and then we'll take a little more. Thank you so much.
NHCC is a reality TV show that is geared towards teaching us about our culture and also is for entertainment. It's a counter meet of cultures where the 15 counties will be competing for the grand prize of 40,000 United States dollars or 6 million Liberian dollars.
You will dress almost every day like how your people used to dress. And then we have the beauty queen or the king. Now, for that aspect, if for example, in my county, we have tribe X, tribe Y, and tribe Z. But I decide to dress like the people who are tribe Y. I will come up, everybody watching me live, the judges are there as well. I will speak to the audience and the judges about the kind of costume I'm wearing. So we're looking for beauty. We're not just looking for how beautiful you look, but how beautiful you look outside and inside. So you have to speak about your costume. You have to speak about the type of people, whether they are princesses that dress like that or just normal people in your village or your town that dress like that. You will talk about it. But also the beauty king. So you will to represent that aspect or a female. You also have storytelling. Some people who are good storyteller. You can sing, you can dance, you can also tell story. Or you can be a good magician. We will accept you, you come and play some or perform some magic for the people. Who knows? Through that, your county will win into the 1,000. So my village is going to be full of fun. There are rules, there are regulations. All participants will sign before even entering the house. Because if you go against the rules, your entire county will be sent out.
We are Liberians. We have to have our identity. We must appreciate our culture. Our culture is our children's future. Why should we travel in other countries
we speaking English and the people speaking their dialects. Why can't you make one dialect official in Liberia? Yeah? And encourage every woman in her home to speak her dialect to her children. If she will only say good morning or good afternoon or thank you, her children will know when they travel, you will say they are like this. They neglected our culture because they did not need it right. But I'm very thankful to them for doing so. Because all the other countries, the African countries on the continent, the people have they been able to explore their culture. But our is still act and rich. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if the Liberian government would just understand and try to invest in culture, they will make millions. They won't cry, they won't say that they don't have access to pay their bills. The recruitment process has been very interesting because it took us to Kansa, Kakata, as well as Buchanan, and it was great meeting different personalities from around the country. We've done several auditions in Liberia, and it has been a great experience. The challenges we feel is that a lot of people feel because it says culture, so that means they have to either speak a dialect or something to that effect. But you don't have to speak a dialect to portray your culture and let others know about your culture.
When you stop at one,
This is the National Heritage and Cultural Challenge. We do all our money now. We pass. They will get it $38,000 Well, the control course is something we designed to keep the momentum going for the NHCC until we can reach to the time we all set for the activities. So a part of the activities, so we use that every first Saturday in a month. We call our contestants to keep the fire burning, to use the we also use that means to sensitize people, make people understand what the NHCC is all about in our cultural platform, where we have all our folks from various counties coming to prepare their county's food. So we will prepare pakoto, kasawali, bachajama, those kind of food. So we keep the momentum going. We have the wise men where we have two people in the ring doing the boutique. We have the storyteller, we have the beauty queen, everybody coming to show that special talent within them. So we keep the fire burning for people to actually understand where we are going because a lot of people still don't understand. And that's why we are doing it that way. So it is something that actually good for our contestants and even our viewers, for those people that are hearing about it. That's why we designed Country Cook. We started awareness way back, almost a year now or a year, where we have people on the float, sensitizing people about the NHCC. That was one of the awareness we started with. Our Facebook page, you go there on National Heritage and Cultural Challenge, you will see some of our activities. We use that, and we use the print media, we use the electronic media to make people to understand, sensitize them about the NHCC.
thank you very much. Please put your hands together for them. Now, over the years, we'll see these people beating the drums. But every sound tells a meaning. Now, I just listened to the last tune. Can we get that rhythm? Now, let me tell you the meaning for that one. So I will hold that. Probably some of the Bali will tell us that. Because it comes from Maryland County. Papa, with you? Thank you. All right, so distinguished ladies and gentlemen, It's our privilege at this time to now welcome to their various seats, respectively. We will now welcome, and as we call the name, drummers, as we call the name, please give us a rhythm that will usher into the seat, okay? So we'll begin with Grand Cape Mount County. Please, Madam Graphic. And she will be followed by Maryland County. He will be followed by Honorable Gabriel Bicky. Thank you. You can see one more seat, right? And that seat occupied later because we've got confirmation that he's on his way. And this will be the moment for and that Tamba Kochi is on his way.
So we now take entrance dance from our contestants. Put your hands together as they come in. So now we call Grand Cape Mount County.
ma. Nyangondoma. Nyande wae. Hawae. Bibi maso. Wakune tanu wakune. Muna wasyo. Wakune kema wakune we. Anae. Yaso. Mama. Yakune we. Anae. Muna. Mat. Yakune.
Yo, zina yo. Munani we kemu mwimo mo kaima nuswa momunuke anubwa mwa wako bulilo anuna kemu anibusi muko mwana melonie muna mwe wako buye wa jajia kesonda ya nale ibo ya manyano kolemu muyasi yana mwibo manyako muyatu aibas mala nanjowe nanjowe
Dama pabla inange. No kema. Namuye. No kema. Namuye.
atienu ke mube ibia na we no ma monu menu no mube ni ese musu mube bia o ni e kwai kunu mema yata e wako a lombo mo jaje musu bi me musi akeme ya fo yo igbasa jama'ata amu ya londe kemu iya so sana ana kemu ayagbasa jama'ata mom ke am ma
Ana landa wa kiama. Abe akante mun be bono anu bosi yebe landa ko amanda te makaso. Wako boye be anu te. So now where when ko don't we tombo meke and tombo ki alabanti ma what we ani apo huyo we mo bai ka wona fe fe mo fe na mo tawo ye tawo na mo tawo ye na mo tawo ye I was just accepting their welcoming token and assuring them of our support to go through this process and come up victorious. I also mentioned that in Liberia and one of the two countries that are very few countries that are deeply rooted culturally, and Grand Cape is one of those. And this is an opportunity to exhibit that and fulfill our winning this challenge. Yes. We are prepared. I don't know what Basa and other people thinking we are prepared, but let me just mention something. When we give earlier, I think also Mr. Camarada mentioned that the broad day reception and there were 4 cola. And Honorable Finlay mentioned that indeed it is right because it's 4. The thing about this challenge is that the team or the participants, the contestants, do not know who their mobilizers are. And by our culture, people will always think our traditional practice in Liberia will always put a meal ahead. So they would have expected a man to receive. So they brought 4 in our light. But I just want to advise that in Liberia, the women have stepped forward and we have to move side by side with the men. So anytime you come in, expect either of the two gender. Thank you. So there's an error to be counted against us. It's because they thought that the regular Liberian culture that will put male ahead. So we are here to lead you to success and to victory. Thank you.
All right. So that was a wonderful performance from the people of Maryland County. Okay, Cape County. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm sorry about that mistake. It was a great little performance. I hope that all of the other counties who are out there they were listening because Like she said, with the women, we are getting equalized to the men. So you have to be prepared. Whether it's 3 or 4, you have to come prepared for that, whether you expect a male or a female. Now, Honorable Smith, we now turn to our contestants from Riverside County. Let's welcome them.
All right, no problem. Our distinguished mobilizers, our performers, our most senior advisor, Mrs. Kamara, wife of Abdullah Kamara, and our CEO. We now have the pleasure to welcome the mobilizer for Lofa County. And the city mayor of Monrovia, our Jefferson Kamba Kochi. Kochi, we'll let you know. And on your left hand side, you have Grand Cape Mountain County, and then Madam, Zalba. Yes. And the Honorable Gabriel Buchanan Smith, Riverside County, very close to you. The Honorable Senator John Balu, representing Maryland County. So we've reached at the point where these beautiful people are lined up here in the midst of the performance. These are the participants and contestants representing Riverside County. We've already had Grand Cape Mountain, and Maryland will be coming as well. Then we'll be followed by Norfolk County. So we'll just pick up from this point because we have to take a pause and allow you to come in. Somebody? Okay. We now being joined by Honorable Representative of District Number 9, Montserrat County, and Honorable Fogo. Yeah, most welcome. So we continue and then we'll move to the program.
Jai. Hey, Vanilla Jai. Eh, this what it do, boo. Ari ake apamwa. Be ake abriju e. So they need to bring ake. Ayi get boss and be get boss one. The uraje Bakama. Yenyu swende kuragemo. Moi deba la problem la go nyanya PV. Why nyinyumu? Bebe ya pira ke body ya bo bezu. Amo ake be bo chenga dana ke mo body de o. Amo ni bo brinjo ake baso bro banji. Ni bo brinjo ko je atia ke omo ma jure best of bro free. Amo district. Aso ke amo territory bo. Yara anu ni kandeju. Kere ake be bo chemu. Dia jara bo mo preo. Ke amo ni bo brinjo ajo preje yo. Àwọn bọ̀ ẹ́ fún gàdí àgẹ̀. Kẹ́jì amúra rẹ̀ jí yẹn. Ìbò yìí tí wọ́n kàwé ìgbé balùwẹ̀ bèdè yẹn o. Àmọ́ sọ́ọ̀bù wútó. Kí àmọ́ kọ́ mẹ́bọ̀ wútó. Kí àmọ́ nùbù hàn mi ò fún ìmú. Dáàgì bọ̀ bẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́. Bàkó fi zà á. Àwọn zàbẹ̀ yẹn o. Bàjì bọ̀ sípè mà sẹ́nẹ́tọ̀ ọ̀gẹ́ zàbẹ̀ yẹn kọ́ ni kúrì o.
But Bongo Bang with you. Amara de Gine, I will go you when you like you. Yes, I'm going to wait to get a briefly in English, I'd like to thank you for this beautiful arrangement. Our culture is rich, but unfortunately, because of a misconception of our culture, most of our youth have abandoned it. Why? People believe that our tradition is associated with witchcraft. And so most of the young people are afraid to join it. But that is wrong. It's not true. Our culture is separate from whatever you call witchcraft in this country or either word. Our culture has to do with our way of life, our tradition, our respect, the way we live. You see what they demonstrated here? I'm sorry, and this is what I said in Bausa, that the next time they appear, you will know that the Hebrew says appear. Because we will work with them, that when they are appearing, the kind of a music, the kind of a song, they accompany our people when they are scratching the breast, and you see the performance. You will realize that when our people are scratching breasts in our home in Riverside, we'd like to tell you that we believe in the duality of the being. Each of them you see so is in a separate animal. You will see the leopard performing when they are scratching the next side. You will see the monkey. You will see the pig when Riverside next appears. So we want to thank you as you afford of this platform to come and demonstrate our rich cultural heritage from Riverside County. I want to thank you so much. As I'm here, Chief Bob Mobilizers, you have come along with me. But you had a quick call and you had to run back to Riverside. But the next time you see Riverside coming, Rose will be accompanied by the great Mobilizers. And brother will also be here to grace this occasion when he returns from Europe. I want to thank you so very kindly and want to assure you that Riverside County is going to be an ultimate winner of this competition. Sir, the real cultural heritage of this country. If you want to see it, go to Petro, Sopu, Nimwell, and you'll see them coming out. I think people come, you will see it. You will see the spirit behind them, and you will know that Riverside is appearing. Thank you so very kindly. Yeah. See, okay. Aqui é São Pio.
Thank you. So with no time to waste, Honorable Senator John Balut, Mobilizer of Maryland County, I now call on the contestants of Maryland County. Put your hands together as
Hello. Thank you. We are from Maryland and representing Maryland in the National Heritage Aquaculture Challenge. I'm T-Man B. Lafleur, representing Maryland in the Culture Challenge as Wasman, along with
I'm Rose Blessed, representing. I'm representing Maryland County as the Maryland Queen.
Thank you. I'm Princess Kelly, representing Maryland County as the strong man.
Mr. John Badu in Maryland County. This is we greet our elder. We want to greet you today with this kola nut as we take part in National Heritage and Aquaculture Challenge. This is the kola nut.
Thank you. Little choir will receive it. Thank you. So you pray why.
Our Lord, our Father, we say thank you as this kola nut has been turned over to our honorable men. Let it be blessed as we receive it, and we all be blessed in Jesus' name.
Come on. You can share with the other people. You can pass it around. You can let her shake. Let her shake. You don't feel like it. Thank you. Well, thank you so much. You know, unlike the other counties and the different culture that you have to check for 3 or 4 cola based on the gender, Maryland got that issue. We have enough cola to serve everybody here. So no gender issue. The only thing we will add to it is that when it's coming, it comes with the pepper, and we'll have our king juice, and we'll have our water. So it's a complete dose. When you receive welcome in Maryland, any village, after everything with the king juice, everything, the conversation different. I would just want to say thank you for this beautiful display, for our queen, our wise man, our strong man. We are meeting for the first time. You have done your part with the organizers. I want to say thanks to Mr. Kamara and Madam for this beautiful initiative. This is what is lacking in our society. We have everything here, from political confusion to economic hardship. But in the midst of all of that, there are still a lot of beautiful things we can celebrate. And the culture is one of them. And as my dear friend and brother was speaking about the misconception and ideas about the culture, I will also challenge you to extend what we have as culture to the bigger definition of culture. Culture has to do with your appearance. When people see your clothing, you know where you're from. Culture has to do with your communication, how you speak, what language, and all of that. Culture has to do with your activities, what kind of farming you do, what the housing you live in. Culture has to do with your government, the kind of government you have in the different culture and villages. They have different systems. And if we were learning from those systems, believe me, there will be less confusion in the country. Because in the villages, the confusion is not as much as in the city. I think the mayor can attest to that one. So we say thank you for this. To our team, I came along and invited the global governor to join me. He was not so well, so he sent his secretary, Mr. Dawson. He's here. He's a strong person in the culture as well. I also asked one of our young, vibrant culture promoter, Mr. Miriam, to join us. He's here to bear witness to what we have to deal with. Because you asked me to be here this team because you know that Balut is Maryland and all. But when it comes to the culture and the preparation and anticipation, they are experts in those areas. And so we have to bring on board our experts to join us. As far as we're concerned, we'll give you our fullest support. Okay? We will mobilize. We will do what else. Thank you, Andy. So we'll see what we can do. And together, I mean, there's no winner in the. Everyone is a winner. The 15 counties, all the cultural display, we are all winners. I was just cracking a little joke with the mayor. I said if they were judging us from our attire, he finished winning the whole thing already. So the whole county is there. So I just want to say thank you to everybody, our mobilizers, advisors, organizers, our participants. Thank you so much. We're proud of you and we'll join you together to see what we can do. Thank you so much.
Mobilizer of Nova County, and now call on contestants from Nova County.
Today, With the power invested in me, I found my chief of the weekend. That day will wait. Because we got stronger from way to go. Huh? Come on! So I want to pretend that we are all coming. Ajahuno, you're welcome. Bonu,
Ni agama kirogi. Ni agiwo galafia gia. Yani bwana tua igale ibo. So digani meni. Gule ni. Gule bobo ge ya mena boka tobo gule ituwa. Dira le peti po. Tana mizi ya bunte la uba meni. Mama. Tia wini. Pele bo pete se ya wole la ngani pe. Plan gi wole ya la bo owo pe. Nubu se ga go fiese ya. Flungan ga. Na magrao. Mama meni. Okay. So, girl, gui agfia ya. Mama. Ho? Kabatwana kale? So, twa adina wole? Asa ala yo. Adina. Awamu.
Jona. Quando a tu dico una no me llama Chuo, pele a yo no ma ano sonore. Pe llama sa cuando ma ando ma ya chuo ano la nole. Madoro. You know you woman more than 18. The whole time the whole weekend I said about the first that you not married. So you got to tell me who you will marry. I want to know today. Say we start the day from there. You got to tell me who you want to marry though. I want to hear from you.
Papa.
Yeah.
Papa.
Yeah.
Want me marry?
Yeah, Tata.
You really want me marry?
Yeah, man, Tata.
Alright. I won't marry today. Best thing, sir.
Oh. And I hear you say you
I say I won't get married today. Best thing, sir, in the beginning.
Best thing, sir? Father. Jojo wana jajo la ndo. Jajo la ngapi? Oh wait.
Karibu babu.
Wanu
majago. Tanu ye. Amatano. Nu wala. Ya. Tui. Ewe asulu. Sa. Karibu babu.
Jajo. Wana jajo la ndo mani. Eh? Ready?
Ayaya message. And from where Zaza district in the town called Boy. Me Papa Buga. See I want everyone account what your dollar coming to the better sir. Let me hear. No, but I get it.
From where the fact that you call home? I hear that you want to give your daughter to the better sir? Nyanya. Nyawale.
Esiana.
Nyanya nyawale.
Esiana.
Nyawale.
Naya. Gala ayo num papa.
Num kanu ben.
Gana be tani na. put everything.
She was nyenye.
She got nothing.
My daughter, she did nothing yet. Nothing. She did nothing yet. Now go.
Let's go. I'm running now.
That didn't make little more than somebody before they got ready. They were too eager.
We saw the woman dancing. I want you to participate. Yeah. I want you to participate.
Yeah, because in every race there should be a winner. To be fair, they may win. Yes. But when you give me one chance, let me perform for you to tell you I'm a hacker. That's all I want to. I will come here and bring my drummer. So I want for you to see what my drummer can do. Yes. 2 minutes. I'm ready. I'm ready. I will not waste time. Yes. That was every, yeah? Okay. Drummer! 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 You're singing one, Mama. You're singing one.
Sana Baru. Mufakante oye.
Oye!
Mufakante oye. No, well, ye mami yi meraka barika. Ye mami yi meraka barika de yumo. Menya hunnan no. Ye mami demi mena kwere mi bongana no. Ye mami to sa nyenye fe. Ntusu na shomolanti.
La bebe, ça faut original.
So, unaona no. Mi tosia, mi bedia, mi dolining. In chibe tosia, meya hinnan no. Ati sa, mi verundo. Sa foko. Na kwere mi hinnan. Aje na chale na no. Ito swe ben bente.
min to sialening so den fulabe na kwede min nankol because na men and fly wana kena nantoni so men and to swear to sia en je mami ginya barika me je mami demunya itonarante ke nyanya na to sia ro into nyam malako lemi mungulu ankoli le fia na wanda to no na pere mamala na lemi flowers we he na pere mi na me de mi na o for na monu so yema mi muli ningo swearing let me give follow barika this way to sao ke yema me latina intonya malole menya hinano ndo inchira no pe nyanya na nje mama ntozia into kwara mi ko mi kwa mi bendia na mi virunda na tomo fala to na ya sa to ze to ran falo boaka na pere into na viru so me channing me dimi swear to swear bembenti so na pere mi no mi do ko le na bla le mi ntozia na mi fona na mi yongo kwe wana play on Anthony then Babarikata. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so kindly. Mr. Kamara, it is a distinguished opportunity to see there are too many things, and I think Senator Balu said it rightly. It's too often for us to echo the wrong things in our country. Our cultural relevance, there's so much things happening, but we are interested in echoing the wrong things about our country. And I think there are a lot of unique things, and one of those uniqueness got to do with our culture. For us, we're not here to see what the competition is about. When Lofa name is announced, whatever the competition, so we do. It's not about competition. We want to appreciate you about even thinking about the country. Lofa is a very unique country, extremely unique, and its uniqueness can be very conspicuous. It is the only country in terms of diversity. That is the only country you have with 6 distinct tribes. No country can boast of that. So it tells you about unity in diversity. And that's why you look to Lofa, you have the Kisi, you have the Bandi, you have the Mende, you have the Loma, you have the Madingo, the Pele. One country. We're not talking about people who find refuge in other countries. But when you name a country and you see no other country, we are not, we want to say it is a very unique thing. And for us to, this is when you refer to a discovery of identity, true identity. And we think it's good. And too often you come, you see the country meet about soccer. We're not saying it's a wrong thing. But how can we transform that into other uniqueness of our country? And I think this cultural festival is something that each and every one of us, sons and daughters of our respective native land, must take ownership. And we want to show you this is not about politics. I always say our uncle Bwaka will be involved. For all in Lofa, we're very unique. When it comes to representing our country, we do not check whether your religion, the dialect you speak, and that's why we say diversity, unity in diversity. We come, after that, we separate and go to politics. Whenever Lofa, we come together, you unify about that. So we go back, I want to say we're very grateful. We are the youngest, but we see it as a messenger for us to come and to see it as a point to rally all of the sons and daughters of Lofa country so that we can come together and allow the world to know what this unique country is about. What are some of the cultural relevant? I want to say we're grateful that this is happening under the stewardship of Ambassador Charles Manawia, where we can begin to have this kind of a discovery. And not just one of the other aspects. So again, we sit down on the table, we're not here, everybody has spoken about the account. Smithy, he's a bigger brother, I know him. But River said this, that. But I want to say to you, at the end of this race, we would like for you to join us and you know what Lofa made of us. So customary for us, when things like this are presented by our people, You know what Wologisi is? Too much. We want to say to you that, to the audience and the Liberian people, Lofa do not take anything by chance, and we do not take it easily. I want to say thank you, Fala Aika Sa Foko, even though he represents District Number 9, he's a true son of Lofa County. So I on my way coming, I just said Lofa, and he said he wanted to be a part of it. Since you carry it in life, the Father, we are here, all of our sons and daughters of Lofa County, we are just a symbol. And we want to say to you, do your best. We rally our necessary support to ensure our distinguished colleagues, elders, and part of this table can know that if that one thing you can do for Lofa is to say that we celebrate. That one thing, Lofa is the place that everybody is involved. I only country that all the tribe are involved. You get your everybody just there. So we want to say thank you, Kaka. Yama me don pomo. Let me muli. Eh? So whom my home be. So normally when this thing get back to you as leader, you return it with something very small in it. That's how we begin. Thank you for the opportunity.
Lofa Kande oye! Bele Kande oye! Rebasa Kande oye! Bele Kande oye! Rebasa Kande oye! Okay. Well, I was so happy. Let me, usually this is how we do it. We go into the program, then we do the work. But then you see exactly what we are doing. So again, the Honorable Lord Mayor, Jefferson Tamakochi, precisely from the part of Lofa County he comes from Foya, and don't have to which town in Foya. When you're a kissing man, you come from Foya. So we like to say to him, you are so much welcome. And then the Honorable Senator John Balut, I've been to a hometown, so I know it. If you ask me right now, I will just quickly, in a few seconds, tell you whole Maryland County. Because the first thing we start from is the Hopper Station. Then we go to Town, and then you see ourselves coming back and all the way into Plymouth. So Maryland County is so unique. Like when you see this city, Hopper, from the air view, you want to be in there. I would say this is Hawaii in Liberia. Hopper, Maryland County. So unique. Then my friend and brother, the Honorable Gabriel Buchanan Smith. Not
Gabriel Russell Smith.
Not Russell Smith, that's right. And I was so happy to have him there. I've known him for a long time. At the time, I was at the Capitol building. I saw his work. He's been so much for his people. And today, he's been a mobilizer for Riverside County. It's no mistake. We're so glad that you're here. And when he's at the move on in Bassa, we got some calls, people watching the TV. And they said, well, who is this man who speaks about the Bassa so fluently? So we're just watching. Because it's not, the judges are out there. So like I said again, we are on the television, Tama TV, we got 2 channels. Channel 1 is the family channel. Channel 2 is the family channel. And channel 3 is the live. So we are there, and we're also on the Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. So those who are watching us, just go start clicking, and you will find it. So we are moving fine and smoothly. Then we come to Grand Cape Mount County. You know, Madam Daba, you know, I got 1 foot in Cape Mount, all right? Because my first daughter is from Grand Cape Mount County. Her name is Tener. So I'm not far from Cape Mount, but at the same time too, I'm in Lofa. Now you know it now.
Can we start cheating?
That is competition.
Yeah, so that's the uniqueness. And most often we in Maryland County and in Grand Bassa. Sometimes
too.
I keep saying this thing. You know? And River says, one beautiful place I always want to go. All right? And so we're so glad that we have all of this mobilizer here today. You should have seen it. It was more competitive than this. And tomorrow we're going back to back. So tomorrow we're going to have one county. Monserrato, that's right. Monserrato, Grand Gita. And what the other one? River G. Nimba. Now it's going to be tough. But at the same time, we want to say to the mobilizer, you are most welcome. You can come and watch it. Maybe from there you will know how to put your acts together to win. If you can't come, then just be at home, you watch it on television, you will see it. So it's going to be wonderful here. And also, we are so glad to be joined by our own Honorable Representative of District 9. And I'm specific because this is the district I come from. Yeah. The Honorable Sir Foko. And the good thing about it, he's from my county too. You gotta put your hands together for the man. So we're happy that he could come all the way from his district. And he's one representative that I know. He can dichotomize the district on foot. Everywhere he goes, the people are there for him. I mean, you can see that the children want to hang on him. Maybe that's his style. And so we're so happy that he's here tonight, that he's part of it. We hope that the other representatives listening can join tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a bigger one, right? And so we say thank you so much. You are so welcome. And he's been accompanied by one of the contestants in the Miss Liberia beauty pageant. And so she's right there. She's in the Nova County. Your Majesty, you are welcome. If we're to decide right here, I think you just won't relax. And she's also been accompanied by her little sister. Is that a little?
PRO.
Very good. She's right next there. And you can see, I mean, the Majesty is just through it. So, we're so glad that she's here. And let me also do a special welcome to our chief from Maryland County. We're happy that you're here. Thank you so much. Yo. Thank you. And then somebody, there another person there somewhere. Dozen? You are most welcome. Thank you so much. Okay. And so again, we later on she was based on some other things. I told you we are on television, we are on Facebook, we are on YouTube, Instagram. So Madam Benu Johnson, who is just right behind our mobilizer, is sitting right there. She is the brain behind this entire coordination. She's the one making sure that you can get the contestants and get it right and keep it going. Sometimes when we sit there and get to knock it, come on, we gotta go, meeting. So we'll be having meetings upon meetings. You can see exactly to get this thing coordinated how it is. It's not easy. Some of them come from other far places. But just to make it up, they gotta be here. Just like you've come from far distances and put aside your busy schedule to be here, we are so glad to have all of you. Tomorrow is gonna be another one. Like I told you just for the countess. So it's gonna be here. It's gonna be more competitive. And we'll move on and on. Again, let me say welcome to all of you. If this is your first time here, this is the national, you see here, the National Heritage and Culture Challenge. So it's moving on, it's selling. We know it's going to get busy more and more. Like I told you, the village, you might want to see it, but it's not far from Monrovia. It's not far from Liberia. It could be in one of your counties. Yeah, so what you don't see, like I said, you've been seeing Big Brother Africa. It's a similar thing. So right now, what's been done is that they're installing microphones all over the place. So microphone will be right in the corner. Somebody will think that, something you're discussing there. People will be hearing you. People will be watching you. They're going to be in there for a couple of days. $40,000 United States dollars to go. If they go to Nigeria, you will have a whole team going camp together for $40,000. And so for the Miss Liberia, you can also vote for them because the more you vote, the more points they will get. And you can vote on Iwali. Now let me zoom in on Iwali a little bit. Iwali is an app that you can call compared to any app on the Play Store. Just download it. And we are more mobile money. Yes, we are more than mobile money. Because with the Iwali, you can now do business transactions. You can do a couple of supermarket in town. You go to them and do your shopping and all of that. So that's what Iwali is. And the good thing about it, this is the only Liberian-made app. This app was developed, was created, and it's been managed and run by Liberians exclusively. We have the brand manager. He's right there. Can you lift your hand? And he's Eben Ziga, and he comes from Grand Bassa County. From where? From Riverside. Okay, so Riverside, Mobilizers, listening and watching you. But we're glad to have him here. We could have called him to come and run through it in a minute, but we don't want to bore you because you've been here for a long time. So again, we say welcome to everybody. If you haven't been here before, the doors are open. Where we are seated is the NVTI auditorium. So a lot of things are going to be happening after this heritage. Some other things will be happening right here. So we want to say to all people out there, if you have some programs in mind and you want the bigger audience to see it, our television is just right across the road, okay, in the SATCOM building. So if you have some of these programs, you come, let us know, and we will let it go for you. One of the newest programs we got coming on is called Political Hour. So those in the political arena, and you want to showcase things that you're doing in your constituency, we'll let them say to you, you can come, and then we can run through with it. 1 hour exclusively. You want a cameraman, we can send them with you. Go to your constituency, you talk with the constituency, anything. Gather it for you, package it, 1 hour on the screen. And people see it, they will not see it on TV, but they will see it on Facebook, they will see it on Instagram, they will see it on YouTube. So they'll be walking with it in their hand so they can now see exactly what you're doing. So that is coming up. This package there, just get in touch with us and we'll go with it. So again, we say welcome to all of you, all the contestants. If you are not come here, this thing will have been empty. So you've done so much well. Thank you so much. Welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Lobo. So we have reached one of the important part of this program. And we will take a very short and sweet overview of NHCC, and it will be done by Madam Benu Johnson. Put your hands together.
Hello, everybody. I will stand on existing protocol and just go straight into it because time is far spent. NHCC is about culture. It is the biggest reality TV show that's coming on TV in Liberia. It is the county meat of culture. But as you can see, some of the teams are still lacking. So we're still taking contestants. Don't be shy if you want to participate or you have family members or friends who you think can participate in such a program. Don't hesitate to let us know. Call us. We're at Summer TV across the Saxon building. And you don't have to know how to speak your dialect because it's going to be on TV and you'll be speaking English for the whole country and the whole, as far as the program can reach. So you don't have to know how to speak your dialect. You don't have to know how to dance culture. But because there are 5 positions in the for each team. You can be a beauty queen, you can be a cook for your county, you can be a wrestler, you can be a wise person, or you can be the talented person. So don't be shy. We're still taking people for some of the counties. So call us, reach out to us, and join the fun. And that's what NHCC is all about. It's about our culture, our heritage, and our pride.
Thank you. That was so short and sweet. Now we will take our mobilizers and they will be introducing themselves and then telling us how they are going to work with their contestants. We start with Grand Cape Mount County.
Thank you very much.
It's not working.
Let me use my natural mic.
So, as I said previously, my name is Daba Mabane Papila. I come from Crane, Cape County, land of endless opportunities. One of the most beautiful pieces of land in this I'm very happy to be here today. Was it Mr. Kamara or Mr. said that he knows where Senator Balut comes from? I come from Dambala, Pokwa district, one of the 5 political districts of my county. I speak 2 of the 3 languages that we speak in Cape Town. I'm also culturally oriented person, and I'm very glad to be part of this. I really appreciate the idea that you packaged into this, I call a cultural exhibition, because I being a traditional person, I believe in a culture, because the culture teaches us where we come from so that we remain connected to where we come from. And to me, I think it's the first step of nationalism. Because if you lost your connection with where you come from, then you have lost it all. And that's where I think globalization or quote unquote civilization is leading our country. And it is hard, even with the language and the food we eat. When we were growing up, at a particular time, when you spoke your dialect, you were kind of demeaned, unless you spoke very good English and everybody clapped for you. But I think it was a mistake. It has gone to all of the communities. Whenever I go to communities and I see grandmothers fighting to speak broken English to kids, I'm like, no, this is not right. Speak the dialect. Because of the globalization and because of the kind of formal education that almost all of the communities are now having access to, they will eventually learn English. But they miss out from learning the language that keeps them connected. It becomes difficult for them to find where they come from. And if you don't find where you come from, you're not connected to where you come from, that love that needs to keep you and investing into your own country and loving your country, you just miss it up. So I think this is a very good beginning. This is an effort to showcase what Liberia is. I remember during the war when we got displaced in Cote d'Ivoire, a Ghanaian fellow, a tailor, used to go around with his machine to sew men people clothes. And the guy came to our house. When he asked why we had anything to mend, because kids clothes outside to mend. And while we're talking, he decided to challenge me. You Liberian people, you don't speak your dialect. I said, why would you say so? Say, I know your kids will speak all English. I said, no, fortunately for me, my mother-in-law had always been with me and speaking better language to her grandchildren, so they knew how to communicate in Pele. So he said, I challenge, if any of your children speak Pele, I will do your clothes free. So I called my elder son. And I said, Yatoye. He said, oh man, Yatoye, woman. He said, that's strange. But he was happy. And I think it's part of being a part of something. So I'm very glad to be a part of this. Like I said earlier, I'm going to work with the team. You and I only met yesterday, so I really do not understand fully the detail of this assignment. But I appreciate it and I take it or I embrace it. And why I stand here, I like to call every Cape Martinia. This is not about politics. Like the mayor said, don't take because Taba is there, she's from this party or she's from this place. It is Cape Mount. And to those that are watching us, I'm reaching out to every single Cape Montinian, both in Liberia and in the diaspora, private citizens, government officials, politicians. Let's join him. Because our country may have small land space and small population, but I think the more we vote, I understand voting will be counted, right? The more we vote, the more our team will come out successful. And also give them that encouragement, that support. I can assure you that the next time Cape Town is appearing here, we have, I don't think the other countries will have seats. We'll be here to give them our moral support to ensure that our come out successfully. So thank you very much for having us this evening. I must admit, I enjoyed every single performance here. The contest people are doing very well. And I'm sure within the next 4 to 5 weeks, by the time we get to the final, it won't be an easy display, but I know Cape Town will win.
Okay, so because of time, we will take 2 minutes because we are running late. So we'll turn over to River Sis.
Thank you. Once again, I'm Gabriel Smith, called Gakon Blojebo. And I come from a little town in Wisdom called Tiastown. Now, Tiastown has a unique history. That is the place that defines the origin of the Moe people. There you find the golden tree, the golden plum tree, and the cotton tree merging together. Now, that is very unique. You don't see it anywhere other than in MBD Tiastown. We are a people with a very rich culture and a very deep historical background. As you may know, River says in Bassa are Siamese twins. You can't separate River Says from Bassa. So culturally, we have the same language. And it may interest you to know that the Bassa tribe, of which the River Sessian are a component, is one of the few tribes in Liberia that has a written script called the VA. Our VA is VAH. The Cape Mountain is VAI. Our is VAH. And that script was adopted by the Cuban. And today, if you research it, they use it. So this is how great the Bassa language is. That defines a part of our culture. And when you talk about farming, you saw the performers coming with rice. It tells you that we are an agrarian county. We believe in self-sufficiency. And so today, if you went to River Says, if you stop by in Grioson, where Gabriel Smith currently resides, you will not eat any imported rice. You eat a real soja do. And that is the kind of rice that we produce in Moet. And so I want to thank you and your team. I call this the great reawakening of the Liberian cultural heritage. And I will hope it's good we have the Honorable Mayor here, that the government can give every necessary support to this program. And I should also like to call on all of my brothers from River Says, the Big Elephant, Bakuba Jr., Honorable Bill Twewe, Dr. Markintosh Gewiye, Boy Kofi Zai, G. Von Smith, Francis P., irrespective of our political differences, I'd like to call on all of us, sons and daughters of River Says, that we can join hands in hand and support our team to ensure that River Says wins the ultimate victory come December. Thank you very much.
All right, next we have Maryland County. Put your hands together.
You know, when you listen to the other mobilizers and telling you where they're coming from, all the tribe and the county, when you do your own routine, you won't come from somewhere. So my name is John Balut. My father was a Palestinian refugee. He came to Liberia and met a beautiful global woman in Maryland. And so my father is from another continent. But my mother is from both the Grebo and the Congo background. So people like us, we don't get involved in Congo country discussion because we come from all sides. And so we don't get involved. We see beyond those kind of talk. My great-grandfather is from the Half-Bury Belt in Harper District. He is called Prophet William Wade Harris. And I'm going to take this opportunity to speak about this because I want this heritage program to capture this man. How many of you here, the Marylanders, put your hand up. How many of you know who they call Prophet William Wade Harris? All of you. But how many of you will believe it that I tell you he is probably the most respected Christian on the African continent? If you Google his name, you will see countless literature that the Episcopal Church has given him saint title. So if you go in Ghana's Way, you will see Prophet William Wade Harris Church in Ghana's Way, Stephen Tower Estate. You understand me? But we don't know it. We don't show them the picture. That is my picture there. You see it? So this is part of the cultural heritage. This is the man that took Christianity to Cote d'Ivoire. And some of you may not know, but in Cote d'Ivoire, he has more than 1 million followers. They call the church the Harris Church. And what you may not even know is that now annually, there's a pilgrimage from Cote d'Ivoire to Maryland, Half-Bury, to honor his shrine. The followers came from Cote d'Ivoire and built a shrine. They come there every year to pay homage and worship that day. He's a holy person to them. By them coming on our land, they feel blessed. Our family is considered a holy family in their gathering. They come here to meet with us and pray with us. The last time I took them to the Capitol building, I took them to around the different churches who went on TV and things with them. So we give them the support. In Monrovia, I am the president of the Harris Family Reunion. So that's from, the Harper side. My grandmother is from Galloway. That's Grand Crew County. So I'm born in Plebo. My mother is born in Plebo. Buffer Chambers, you all know, is my first cousin. And he also born in Plebo. So when you start talking places you come from. That's right. So all of us got to say some of these things. So we have yet to celebrate Prophet William Wade Harris in Maryland and call him Puri Wade. And we need to elevate that history. He took Christianity to Ghana. In Ghana, there's the Harris Church. I'm telling you, way back in our history, when he was involved with the Gribble and the settlers conflict, and he had to flee to Cote d'Ivoire. And then from there to Ghana, and he came back and died in Maryland. We need to research that. Similarly, I always say to people, I chaired the Senate Committee on Culture and Tourism before. And I said the challenge out to the Ministry of Culture and Tourism. We have more than 26 presidents, but no one person here can point to more than 4 presidents' graves. Are we understanding the contradiction? If we can't point to more than 4 presidents' graves, each person here, then how can we claim that we have a heritage history? So this thing is another challenge. Outside of this, competition, it has to be a series of discoveries that we can capitalize on. Let me conclude by saying that we have the mayor part of this. In fact, I would consider Mayor Koji to be the most important person into the whole exercise. His presence and commitment to this goes beyond the event. It is the city of Monrovia taking charge and discovering and revealing the beauty of our culture and art. This can be a tourist attraction. Event, it can bring people from all over to participate. If the city mayor can commit the city corporation to this and own it in direct partnership with this National Heritage Cultural Challenge, there's no stopping. Oh, you already started talking with him. So that's why I'm so glad he's here. I'm so glad that he's passionate about it. even though you're talking Lofa, but I'm talking Liberia. And as we leave from here, I will inform the county superintendent and officials in the county. We had the global governor office here already informed. We will inform the legislative caucus of Maryland. We inform the citizenry of Maryland in and out of Monrovia and Liberia, Maryland, or whatever. And we'll see how we form a technical team to give you the desired support, whether it is financial, technical, moral, whatever. We will be there to give support to our team and as a result to this heritage competition. Thank you so much.
Now we go straight like to Dover County, and that is Honorable Jefferson Kochi. Put your hands together.
Very difficult when you're youngest and you have your mother, big sister, and seasoned politician, Gabriel, now changed from Buchanan to Riverside. So I knew it then when you were chair on the election commission at the house, you were commonly knew as Gabriel Buchanan Smith. But it's good. Then we have the senator here. But I think it's okay. A lot of them said. I want to congratulate each and every one of you who have taken upon your time to come and make this event a very important one to us. We also want to extend big appreciation to all of the participants for being here. Mr. Kamara, we are amazed by your sense of innovation. And I think this is Liberia. You have done something very amazing. Big sister Daba and myself don't share the same political view, but you made it possible we sit on a table. This is the kind of a Liberia we want. Event. And I heard Gabriel Smith sing, calling Bill Tuare, Smith. They all not share the same political view, but I think it's about our country. And like you said, nationalism is key. So when we go to Ghana, we complain and say why they are too nationalistic. We go to America and see. So you have to have something that can make you to identify your identity. And I think this is the beginning. And I think we all will see it beyond. On the issue of the competition, we don't want to talk much about that. We want to say Lofa is the custodian of our cultural heritage. That is inarguable. It's not a time for, it's not a debatable issue. In fact, Lofa remains the custodian of our world. What do you see the reserve? When you're looking for Liberia, check around. Every other thing you see has been engaged. If not, it's at the verge of depletion. If you want to say Liberia, if Liberia should have something that you call reserve, the only country that is available for you is Save Lofa country.
There you go.
Say reserve, not just for, it's for the whole of Liberian. So with that, we think each and every Liberian, it is incumbent upon you to make sure that we make that Lofa should exist. Because your reserve make you who you are. America is as relevant and very important is because of its reserve. Liberia sure as reserve and biggest surety is the land of Lofa County. So we want to say thank you, Mr. Kamara, and each and every one who want to join our platform guests. We are calling some of our friends who are not fortunate to be here today. We want to call you to develop interest. Liberia's bound us together. Any initiative or activities that will see us to appreciate our country. I want to say, and I want to give a special thanks and appreciation to Representative Safoko and our very beautiful queen. I forgot when I was talking, Miss Tracy. She representing Lofa County, and I want to spoke about Queen. Can you stand up? I just spoke to all of them. Say you represent Lofa County, so I want to say all the fans who are very interested in Miss Liberia, you have a Seymour, just not her. She representing the county. We've been encouraged with you to support her in any way possible. We understand you can vote online. E-Wallet is one of the platforms you can vote on. Orange is also a platform you can vote on. Take Me also a platform. So Lofa will be very glad to have you supporting a Simo here. I want to say thank you. And a school competition is something very wonderful. We want to assure you that Lofa will be here. At the end result, we'll determine what will come up. Thank you so much. We take
All right, so quickly, we will representative from District Number 9. He's Representative Safoko for observation report. How you see this whole process to be? You are welcome, Honorable.
So thank you, and I want to take this time to be grateful to God for having this opportunity to be in the midst of all of these beautiful and very great people, most especially my former classroom teacher, Gabriel Buchanan Smith, who taught me Bible in high school in Gambasa County, and my big brother, my guardian, like since I lost the late Representative Muna Ifeanyi Youngblood, I felt like I was lost. To have gotten used to somebody that you consider as your all. But then right after our election, I came across the big brother, Mayor Jefferson Tamakoji, a person who worries about my success more than myself. There is no day that I ever met him and he never told me this word that he is more concerned about my re-election. So, big brother, in this manner, again, usually in this country, one of our attitude in this country, I will be very bold to tell you, and I know tomorrow we're going to fly with it in the media. Our art of being very ungrateful to people who are used as our destiny helper has been one of our problems that keep us at certain position and for which we look for our own witchcraft in life. Sometimes our witchcrafts are ourselves because the way we quickly forget where we come from. So whenever I have the opportunity, I know he feel embarrassed with the way I take all of the time that I should use to speak about myself. I don't use that time to speak about him. But I said thank you, Senator Baru. I said thank you. When I just saw the old man picture, then I was thinking about you and Bufford's Timor relationship. I have not known, but I've seen this picture in his office, for which he said that is a grandfather. And our mother, I have heard about you. It's an opportunity today to actually see you in person, a very tough talking person. We say thank you. And despite all of our political differences, I think this is where Liberia should be. A place where we will take nationalism over individual or political party satisfaction. After election, because in Ghana, in Nigeria, Ghanaians are the best in everything to the extent that the Ghanaians wanted to see president. We are from us. As far as concerned, once you are a better person in life, you are from Ghana. Yeah. Imagine I'm walking in Ghana, the Ghanaians know I'm from Liberia, they see my passport, they say, but you, and they see my passport, they know I'm from Liberia. They say, but you look like a Ghanaian, I hope you don't have it. So everything to do is from Ghana. So when we win Liberia, despite our political differences, Lofa County, even though I'm from Mosorado, representing Mosorado, but I hail from Lofa County. I was born in Grand Bassa, for which I speak the two vernacular very well. But Lofa County, this going 2 county meet ago, I saw Mayor Koji, I saw former Vice President Joseph Boakai, and I saw people from all different backgrounds, political backgrounds, celebrating Lofa together. This is the kind of Liberia we want. CDC, Unity Party, Liberty Party, those are our political affiliations. We should not allow our political affiliation to take over, our art of nationalism. That's how Liberia will go. So what I observe here is our government, and I believe and I respect one thing. I respect President Weah, he never overlooked anything. In as much as it has to do with the growth and development of Liberia, he's involved. No matter how many persons go there, no matter who is there, I have seen him to kids program. So for this kind of very serious program that has to do with growth and development, that has to do with unity, that has to do with taking our culture back, a president who sits and beats drum, a president who goes back and tie a lapel around his waist to dance in the interior. I believe that our president, with this kind of program and the involvement of his son, Mayor Koji, and one of his sons, Safoko Jr., you know, we're going to get the entire government. So what I'm drag this into the legislature as well, and we need to talk about it in the legislature, for which we need to invite the organizers to come and tell us why they think it is important through culture and tourism. We should get this involved into our national budget. Thank you very
much. So we now move to turning over of contestants to the mobilizers. And it will be done by Mr. Abdullah Kamara, the CEO of Tama Corporation.
Good evening. I'll just drop this. Okay, so I've seen two previous programs. And this is almost like the climax, but it's not. This is really beautiful. I'm out of words. I think I gotta take time before I get a little bit emotional. Because, you know, Mr. Balut, I know him for, I think, 12, 13 years when I returned newly to this country, and we became friends. And I think a few weeks ago when I gave him a call, I said, Mr. Balut, you led entertainment, culture, so I have a program I want you to be on. Immediately, he said, come in. He didn't even blink. Jeff called me. You know, actually, we call each other in private setting, big brother and small brother. He called me, he heard me on a program, and he said, I need to speak to this man. What he's doing is very, very important for our country. I didn't call him, he called me. And since then, when I told him, he gave me a lot of recommendations, including even you talk about President Weah, his son is also involved with Grand Crew County. So he gave me two other names that I got involved into this project as well. So he has been very, very supportive. Even he recommended your person, Minister Twe, onto this program. My friend and brother, also similarly, I think you guys were in Parliament at the time when you and myself engaged and became friends. It has been on and off, but usually when we need each other, we give a call. We always come to the call. And my sister, yesterday I met her actually for the first time we've been communicating by telephone, and she was very particular. She wanted to know details and all of that. Really, thank you for coming. And her colleague, Mohammed Arami, also a popular person in the county. The national, I would like to give another special recognition to a veteran in the space, Madam Mildred Dean. For anybody who is above, I think 40 years old, will know her. And she's a veteran in the space of media, entertainment, and news, giving her another veteran saying that she's an example to what has been happening. Thank you for giving the support as well. The National Heritage and Culture Challenge. I think from today, most of you say a lot more than I was even thinking. But basically, is to bring all of us from different backgrounds together. You know, there are a lot of things that actually unite us. I didn't know until I started this project. I will take, for example, the Pellet tribe. They are in almost 8 counties. That's why one of the rules we have, I know the Vibe people started, came strictly Vibe, we say we will speak English because English is a common denominator. On the program, of course, there will be tribes spoken, but mainly because it's going to be on TV, people got to know from other counties what they are saying. But there's a lot of things that unites us, really. And again, another information you are giving, which I got to know through this, that Lofa is one of the counties that is hosting the most tribes. And to see all these different people living and using almost similar culture, it's very, very unique. We should be proud. I look back in the late 70s and the early 80s, mid 80s, when Liberia culture used to be one of the best in Africa. People used to fly from Conakry, Abidjan, and other places to come and watch cultural ambassador, national cultural group, and Ballet Africain. Those days were really, really beautiful, and we want to see that happening again. I would like to thank the contestants as I turn you over symbolically, because we'll do the other work privately to your designated places. As I turn you people over, I would advise them and also admonish you. This is what we selected. This is the pre-selection. You have the free will to drop, add, improve on the team you have. Because at the end of the day, you want a good representation of your county. When I look at these guys, what they did today is such a short time, putting up act together. We never trained them that, they did it themselves. So there are some sort of motivation that they already have. We hope they can continue. I would advise you to really focus and take this very, very seriously. We're talking about $40,000 that will be won. It's not for nothing. So we expect you guys to really be focused and take this very seriously. So, Sis Dava, can you please come? So, madam, this is your team. So now there's a photo shoot moment that I'm not supposed to be part of. No, no, no. Left to right, left to right.